meditate and strategize. Sing your mama roses, hold the pain to passerby. I get the bread, that's the only way I'm pacified.
Carolina born from a Carolina breed. Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.
Yo, man, hey, man. I felt like while I had my partner right here, while I got both of my partners right here, man, we didn't need to have a quick conversation on the status and the relevancy of what's going on with this coronavirus, man. I just want to talk about that real fast now. From the Sweet Podcast, again, Sound Wisdom examining everyone's perspective. We want to talk about how your family might be prepared for it, how you mentally prepared for it. We also want to touch on the bright side of things versus where this shit could possibly lead to, like the dark side of things. Cause I don't know if you're aware with how it could possibly go down, but for anybody who might be on that type of shit, yeah, this is the scary beginning of some shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? So shit, I just want, what's y'all opinion on it, man?
I feel like it could be scary if motherfuckers panic. And I feel like that could be any situation. Like, cause my thing is, the worst thing to have is a crowd panicking. That's the worst thing you can have, because you can't control that. And so my whole thing is just like, I can understand, you know, okay, people buying the damn hand sanitizer all up, because, you know, everybody want to stay clean, you know what I'm saying? But see, what they don't realize is so many different damn things on how they saying. Like, some people saying it's airborne disease, some people it's not airborne, you keep your hands clean, you know, all that. If it is airborne, yeah, you can sanitize your hand all the fuck you want to hand sanitizer.
No, they say it live, they say it live on surfaces for a minute.
Yeah, okay. You know so I feel you all, like I said, on the hand sanitizer thing. Yeah. But then why the hell everybody buying all the toilet paper up? Because you panicking now. What the hell wiping your ass? It ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And my whole thing is, I can understand a natural disaster where it might actually cut off certain areas where you can't get to, flooding, tornado, hurricane, earthquake, whatever. But
I never thought. I mean, okay, from being in, I got military background, so yeah. I done had to live in the field where I ain't necessarily have a lot of toilet paper, and definitely wasn't taking my number 2 and no toilet. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave it there. But also, I'm gonna say some real shit right here. You might get, you might not get. From an outside perspective looking in at Americans, if I was anybody from any other country, not necessarily saying a first world country like America is, so I'm taking away pretty much a lot of countries, but I'm saying, like, for people who grew up in any type of poverty, who really had to, like, kill what you eat, real shit, like, that shows how spoiled and how flimsy we are as a society.
It really does. It does, man.
The first, in a panic situation, we go to buy toilet tissue. Not saying it's not a, it's, bruh, in certain, people buy guns and ammo.
Bruh, if they say like a nuclear bomb about to get dropped, or there is some poison out here, you may have to bunker up for so long, you can't get your ass out nowhere. Cool, I feel you. Gather up supplies, do your thing. But God, dog, man, it's a damn something like the flu.
Hold on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't panic, man.
Let's see what Fast talking
about.
Yeah,
well, it starts like this. It's like what you were saying, you know. People start to panic. Well, first of all, you got to look at where that come from. It's like, okay, that's the agenda that's being pushed. That's what they want you to do. They want you to panic. So if you know they want you to panic, don't panic. But it goes to what you were saying. It shows not only how weak of a society we are, but it shows how ignorant of a society we are.
How easily manipulated.
We have, and I'm sure that you have heard, even if you don't want to hear, that most of our life is controlled by the media. I mean, if you keep hearing this, you think it ain't no truth to that? It is, man. Truth to that.
Why they spend so much money on advertising? It works, man.
How many people have you seen? How many people have you seen walking around with face masks on? And it's the thing. This is what they say.
I seen a guy with a straight gas mask, like he was about to go into a tear gas train.
They literally say, if you got on a mask and it looks like a surgical mask, you're not safe from shit. There's still gaps on the side. You're breathing in air. Granted, if you have something and you try to keep from giving it to everybody, that's the mask you would probably want to have on. But other than that, that's not going to stop you from getting nothing. So it's like I said, the ignorance.
American people, educate yourself.
Yes.
Please. Don't stop. Listen, we were talking about this earlier. It is okay to eat what the chef fixed for you. But it is also all right to go in the kitchen and cook for your damn self.
Damn right, man. You damn
Stop
right,
eating
man.
everything that these people feed you.
Man.
Cook for yourself.
Preach,
I mean,
facts,
it's
man.
like we're a generation that's walking around with smartphones and everybody don't.
That's real.
You got think about it now. You got Google, you got Alexa, and you got Siri. God dang! You take your pick.
But they're making you dumb with it, though. You gotta think about it. How many motherfuckers
If you use
don't
it
know
for the
now?
right way, though, it's just like what I said.
Using the tools the right way,
You can eat it because they're giving it to you, or you can cook for
You know
yourself.
how many of these people now I done went to, man, that can't even count without them pulling out the calculator. That shit's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
to me, man.
Listen, I got on my son about this. I said, son, don't fall victim to being a robot in this generation. That generation, the younger generation, 95% of people use their phone to tell the damn time. We have gotten that slack.
They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it.
These are grown men sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dig. If somebody asks me for the time, I look like digging in my pocket. I'm going to tell you that it is 8:40.
Exactly. Big hand, little hand. Know what it is.
TikTok.
That's grown people. But like I said, we just keep eating what they feed us.
Exactly.
Eating what they feed.
And then, like I said, not just that, man. Like, they want you to be a robot, so they don't want you to be smarter. They want you to have to rely on the tools that they provide and everything like that.
Man, it's a crazy situation.
Man, stay educated, stay sanitized.
That's basically what I want to boil it down to.
Don't panic, man. Please. Man, calm, man. I'm telling you, calm head, man.
Hey, man, as a family situation, though, let me speak on this real fast. What y'all doing? Because, like, we done got to where my son look like he gonna be out of school for 3 weeks. And this is the thing. They said 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks is what they got planned out for cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
But then the week after, when they were supposed to start back to school, is the spring break. So it's like, I'm thinking, I'm already planning out 3 weeks.
Look,
bro,
I'm telling
if
you,
not longer, man.
If not longer,
bro, I'm telling you, what they doing, they just going step by step.
You better take your spring break these 2 weeks, nigga.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, man. I put it to like this here, man. My little girl,
spring break.
She was out of school down. What it was Thursday and Friday, and now they tried to claim that it was something in the pipes in the water, and I already saw it. I was like, oh, they just giving y'all that excuse because they don't want nobody to panic because they don't want to say that they keeping them, you know what I'm saying, home for the coronavirus. But then as soon as that weekend hit, blam, we get an email.
I don't know
school out 2 weeks.
I don't know necessarily about Trump doing something with 50 people out. I don't know if that was like a nationwide thing. But that dude. Yeah. But I seen where it looked like it done went down to 10. Like they done tried to tell you like they don't want gatherings of more than 10 people.
Oh yeah. So they closing up all like the places that can't more than like 10 people can gather.
All that type stuff. They done took the chairs out. Like you can't go out there and have no.
Nah, it's just drive through or something open. Like you can't go to your gyms anymore and work out and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
Man. They want you to get fat and lazy too. Now don't ever get it twisted. Now they got an agenda with that shit too. Why you think we so big like that? You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, they push that shit in the food. Because they want you to be dependent on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's going down. Hey, it's so
the
many
agendas that are being pushed is another 2 podcasts.
Another 2 podcasts.
That's word. You right about
that. All of them. That's a series. Right, that's a series. All I'm gonna say to you again.
We need to call it pulling the wool back.
For real.
Stop.
Word up, man. Word.
Pulling the wool back. I like that. Listen. Oh yeah, I've got to tell y'all too. Shout out to everybody that I deal with. You already know who you are. Shout out to Columbia Cast. Make sure y'all go see that.
Yeah.
And also,
for real.
This is another exclusive.
Again.
Be on the lookout for my book.
Sweet podcast.
Okay. Breaking news now. I'm telling you now.
New title.
Yeah.
Wise as the old owl.
Wise.
Okay. Wise as the old owl.
Hey, that made me think of my boy Dexter Deck,
And
man. Shout out to him, man. He got the t-shirt with the Wise Minds with the owls on the front, man. That's dope, man. I need to link you with him, man. I think you'll like this joke. Man, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I'm glad you stayed for
this
extra Corona.
It's an honor to be here.
That's beautiful, man. I appreciate that, man. Real life. Indeed.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you now.
Hey, man, the Sweet Podcast, man.
Tell T I don't even call me for this shit. I done done sweet.
Damn.
Word.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Till. You got me first.
Hey,
word.
What it is, man. He
He
done did it. I
Salute
love
for
it,
that
man.
shit. Real.
Hey, every Tuesday and Thursdays.
Better watch me
Check
sweet.
me out, man. I'm on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, man. Coronavirus, you know what I mean? We
Stay safe.
We felt like it was
man.
important to talk to y'all about
Most
it.
definitely, man. Had to, man.
The
Too
Sweet
big, man.
Wash your hands, man.
Wash your hands.
Wash your ass, man.
Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.